All right. Hang on. Let me get Nick. Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
Dude, I have no idea what happened. I think my PC reset, but like I push, nothing was getting input. It just closed, blocked off, and you were talking, and I heard it interrupt right at the same time, like cut you off. So I think my computer died, but uh, I don't know what the fuck just happened. That was really weird.
And yeah, what I was saying was the only thing I didn't like about the original build was that all this game needed was a little bit more power in its punches, and instead of a little bit, they put too much power into the punches.
Well, just random punches, I think. Uh, like just random. Oh,
Because you agree the punches were originally a little too weak, right?
well, I
Because
like that.
nobody could use
So what I prefer punches to be weak, or weaker than what they are is what I'd prefer. Uh, where we get a lot of, just timing, hitting each other's punches, and now it's so easy to knock somebody down that and so if you mix in, it's so easy to knock people down. On top of you only get 8 rounds, so if you knock me down with a couple flash knockdowns, the fight's over
you won the
already. You've won the fight in the first 2 or 3 rounds, and it's
It's
because
like a
there's no
president
time to
gaining
there's no
Pennsylvania.
yeah, there's no time to pedal back and like make up for it. You know what I mean? And that makes it very difficult in this game. I'm fucking done with that game.
I don't know. But like, because
Quietly, Nick, I hate
here's
the
my
fucking
thing.
dog shit out of it now. I can't stand that game now. It's so bad. I think people have just been boxing in it ever since, and don't really realize because they, through each patch, just like me in the big, just like all of us in the beginning who are around here, it is you know what I mean? If you're around for the patches, you quickly, adapt or change into it. You just kind of get used to the way it is. And I think if you're like me and you have not played it in a while, like there was this before the game came out, I hadn't really played it at all, hardly, maybe a couple of streams in 6, 8 months. Because and then it comes out and I love the shit of it. I played it all the time. It was the primary thing I was streaming again. And then they patched it, and that patch, not this one, but the last one was so bad. I was just like, I mean, it destroyed everything I was good at. This one, they made the speed better, they made the stamina better, but the punching doesn't make sense to me. Um, and because it's made me so bad at the game, I you know what I mean. I'd have to put in time again and get used to it again. I'm glad there's a fight game. I look forward to their next one. This is the first time this game company, Steel City, had ever developed anything. Uh, you know what I mean? For a first time game, Undisputed did a fucking hell of a job. And I know everybody's going to instantly think about all the things that it doesn't do correctly, but that's not why most of us have a problem with the game. The reason why most of us have a problem with the game is because of the way that people are choosing to, like our opponents are choosing to fight. Not in here in Twitch. If it's you and me or me and Tolo, Tolo just whips my ass because Tolo's better. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's nothing, you know what I mean? That's not as weird. The thing that was weird during the fight with Tolo to me was like how that shot was knocking me down. I have always known and undisputed that you get knocked down when you deplete your stamina and leave yourself open, not just
Yeah.
and I'm
And
not saying those punches don't happen. There are obviously in boxing there are tons of big punches that knock people down, but it's not like 3 to 5 times a fight, flash knockdowns. You know what I'm saying?
it's like I was I was using the body jab to set some things up, but I wasn't using it to set everything.
No, no, no. I know. Uh,
That's a no, I
oh
was
no.
just mentioning that's another thing.
I guess consistency, and it. I think to make it simple without like picking things apart, I think consistency is what this game is missing right now. There is no consistency. Like sometimes if you and me are fighting and we go in to engage each other, sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast. You know, sometimes you can hit me with a shot that'll stun me for a long time. 2 seconds later, you can hit me with the same shot and it misses. Then you can hit me, try to hit me with the third shot, and it hits, but it doesn't stun me. So if you're me and you're like I say a highly competitive person, you um you know what I mean? I think I lean on the consistency to know what's going to work and what's not going to. And you know, right now that's really tough in this game for me right now. You know, I need more
Yeah.
fights. Another thing, like to go back to like petty self stuff, as a streamer, you need to be two things. You need to be very entertaining as a person, as the host, or you need to be or if you get both, it's great. Or you need to be really fucking good at what you're playing. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, I have so many followers from this stream or from this game because of playing it for as long as I did. Basically, every
This
person you hear
too.
talking in here or through here, it's because of where you know how I used to play, and you know this is where I picked them up at. But if I start sucking, you know what I mean? It's yeah, it makes it tough. Not a very good host, I don't think most of the time, and you know I shoot the shit with people. I think a lot of people. I'm kind of an
You're more
analytic.
of everyone's friend than the host.
Yeah, I'm more of an analytics guy. You know what I mean? Like I like to break things down and figure them out. And some games that serves me really well. Other games not so much.
Others it does not.
Right now, you know I can't I'm not getting like the vibe from the game of how it is that I'm losing. Every fight that I'll lose, I'll win on the cards as far as like, you know, less punches thrown, more punches landed, more powerful punches landed, more efficient, better, more blocks, more counters, you know, and then I'll completely get destroyed in the fight. And that, so for me, that is how I know that it's how bad I am versus how bad this game is going. Uh, and that right now, that's it. You know, the guy who throws less lands more, blocks more, lands better, harder shots. Typically in boxing is the guy who wins, and that's not the case right now.
Very well said.
Oh, oh man,
Yeah.
there's a lot of sketchy names, Shayna, in here.
What do
Sorry
you
about the
mean
disconnect, you
sketchy
guys. I don't know
names?
what the hell happened. Just like, well, especially back in the day when, you know, the cheats were a really big part of this game. Back in the day, you would get, um, like people you could it's still happening right now. It's why my record looks so shitty in this game. That's not actually my record. My record's like 170 and 35 or something. But because somebody Trilly, because he duplicated my name and brought it onto the server and started fighting other streamers to make people pissed at me. It didn't work, but nice try. uh
Vince is just like, fuck it, we'll name drop him.
yeah, I don't give a shit. I'll name drop. You know what I mean? People name drop me all the time. If we all don't own our shit, then you know what I mean. We don't grow from it. We live in it. No, own your shit. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean be rude to people, but yeah, they're shitheads. Oh, Andy, you've gotten 3, 4 of my friends who work hard to you know make good streams. You've got them kicked. That's crazy. I guess everybody's got to be kicked once to learn the lesson of just some people you just don't fuck with and you don't keep them around. And when you're a streamer, a lot of people exploit and take advantage of that. You know, because when you're a streamer, you're a nice person. You typically tolerate, you're not nice, you typically tolerate more from people than you would if we were standing face to face or, you know, if it was something that, what the hell? Damn, what the hell did my computer decide to do? It's like it, uh, resetting. I don't know. I thought it was a blackout because everything just went bloop and shut off instantly. Uh, I don't know. Sorry, I got ADD out there.
Oh. But no, I
Like,
just love coming
go
here
ahead.
and talking to you more than anything.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are my gripes are never with you guys. Usually, it's uh yeah,
I like
tough
hearing
hunting.
about you, right?
Y'all think losses are hard for me here. You should hear me in Madden.
Bro,
We're
I've heard you.
oh
You're
yeah,
like a sailor.
like 45 minutes to an hour per match, and you know what I mean, and you're getting beat by somebody who only has one play the whole game and only runs like a meta defense or oh my god. And here it's not. I mean, it's annoying, but you're moving on to the next one in a few minutes, so it doesn't matter. You know, not unless you're like high on your own record type dude. Uh,
Oh, truly.
but yeah, that's who I was talking about. There's just yeah, some people I guess have to learn that lesson, man. It sucks. Doomy wrote uh, a letter to or not a letter. Doomy was trying to take care of dog, looked out for him, and wrote to like Twitch's service. I did the same thing for Loke a few weeks ago, because I kind of felt responsible. Not responsible. I didn't do it. I wasn't involved with it, but he knew what I'd went through, and Stubby and a bunch of other people. So, he came looking for advice. Uh, so I rescanned over. I watched his video footage of when he got banned, and I really didn't see anything there that was like banned material. You know what I mean? You can see him annoyed and fuck you, but there was nothing crazy. So, you know, uh, we worked out an appeal letter that kind of appealed to you know the wokeness of Twitch and but it didn't unban him. They did me quick
Well,
once
good
I
for
wrote
you.
mine, and they didn't dog either. Man, Dog and Loke are two of the best streamers. Y'all want good channels to watch? Watch Loke, watch Dog. Uh, Cash, Tolo, all these people are very good, positive energy, man. I dig the shit out of them.
Honestly, you know the best part about coming on streams?
Oh shit, somebody, Joe Joyce. That's my dude.
Honestly, like the best part is, and I don't even think about just how much my energy can make someone's day, and that is like the best feeling I've ever got.
Yeah.
That is what I love about coming into Twitch streams and just being there.
If you guys see Martez, yeah. If you guys see Martez anywhere, tell him I'm gonna kick his ass. Yesterday he asked me to come in here and fight an undisputed, and he left early or whatever. I told him I would later. He never swung back in, so I just continued Madden tonight. He does the same thing. I keep my promise. I come in here and fight even though I don't want to, and uh
So
the
bitch
fucking
ass
dude isn't even in here and hasn't been in here the whole damn time. So if you see Martez Kimbrough, tell him he can kiss Vincent's ass.
the
Don't worry,
brightest
Ruin.
part of
I'm not as bad as you think. I know I'm pissy right now. I just have a hard
the
time losing. I don't like to lose, bro.
hell. Alright, I'll tell Marquez he can kiss the brightest part of the full moon.
I don't get it.
Sound good?
It's kind of what is it, Nick? Sorry.
I said I'll tell Marquez he can kiss the brightest part of the full moon.
Oh yeah, you tell him. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate you.
I just made that up on my own.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I've been told my laugh is infectious.
Probably. You're infectious. You need to put some cream on it.
Wait a bit.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
Nah, Bill Cosby already did that.
Bill Cosby put some cream on you? Uh-oh.
No, just
Well,
unlucky.
hopefully at least he gave you some of them good drugs. Bro, anybody wants to drug me up really good and let me cop a real good buzz and do some and pleasure me. You're not going to get much, you can't rape the willing.
No, cause that bitch
Imagine,
is
I
set.
always laughed. I heard, I think it was Dave Chappelle made the craziest joke one time. He was talking about like, uh, Macaulay Culkin going to Michael Jackson's house. Like, this man's gonna get me high, feed me all weekend, let me play in a damn theme park all week, and then wants to give me like some head or oh my God, bro, I was rolling. He's like, I'd be thinking that man, you know, bro. I love Dave Chappelle. He's the goat. He really is.
You,
He
you know
keeps.
my favorite. My favorite skit from the Chappelle Show was the blind black white supremacists.
I don't know if I've seen that one. All right, here we go. Belly jab. That's why I hope you're still in here, Joe, so you can see it. Same thing, right? Belly jab again. Is this Joe? It is Joe, ain't it? It is Joe, you motherfucker. I was like, Joe, I hope you're in here. Here's another one. Damn it, it's you again. Come on, Joe.
No, Frazier.
Left uppercut doesn't score. Nice counter shot.
Oh, you getting some, ain't you?
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched.
Oh my God! See, I just blinded all of those shots that you just threw. I was completely stunned and couldn't move the whole time. Belly jab. He needs to catch you. So in order for this to work, Nick, are you watch the stream right now? So in order for his thing to work, he needs me to be stuck in an animation of swinging. So when he does it normally, it doesn't work. It's a special moment you do it.
That hook won't score.
Yeah, I can see.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
See right there, right there. That's when he needs to do it. That's why he doesn't block. He just does the shot.
Yeah.
So it won't if he uses any fighter other than Ali, Larry Holmes, or Floyd Patterson, his whole system crumbles down. But if you have one of those speedy, fast fighters that can pump the jab really quick, it's there's nothing you can do. You can't win against him in scoring. You can't and Ali's is the toughest fighter in the game. So he's the hardest by far to knock down. And you're never going to land enough shots because they always keep themselves at a distance.
Yeah. So I will tell you again.
Oh yeah,
Rocky Marciano,
Joe's here.
Rocky Marciano. I'll tell you again. Rocky Marciano with blue gloves is badass.
Build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? And
Rocky
that's the
Marciano
rationale.
with
Everything
blue gloves
works.
is
Wait for
fucking
the
sick.
reaction. Until then, keep
I
doing what
love
you've
it.
just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
You're gonna swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight.
See right there, I'm stuck. Right there.
When you come in until the referee makes you break up, but keep your hands high.
See right there, stuck again. Like, you see what I'm saying? He's got himself completely trained to wait for me to throw a big shot, so I'm caught in animation.
Both men step back for just a moment.
Right there, stuck, still stuck. Now I got it back.
It's always coming.
Like, it's broken.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Is that a match made?
Go shot. Go shot. I just, all of that that just happened, I'm frozen and I can't do anything. Ghost shot.
It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that.
There it is, stuck. And see how he can back right out and do it again? That's not fighting, Joe. It really isn't. Like, it's just waiting for an opportune moment to jump that belly jab in, get your opponent to stay frozen in animation, and then just commence whatever 3 shots you want.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Bro, I just messed with the color blind stuff.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. So Muhammad Ali now has red gloves. Joe Louis now has red gloves. Joe Frazier now has darkish red
There's the
gloves.
bell for round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down? in the
Everyone
last
has
round?
red gloves. Everyone who had black gloves before has red gloves
Very,
now.
very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff it.
See what I'm saying? Everything ends and starts with that little stunning animation. Right there. See, he's already trained himself right there. He always has 3 shots. It doesn't matter what combination he does it. Right there, frozen again. See what I'm saying? All right, good game. That is the worst fight ever right there. That's not fighting. It's just him taking advantage of that stunning animation from the belly jab. It's not fighting. Just because you change up what you're throwing after you've done it doesn't alleviate that you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, here's what I bet you, Joe. I bet you can't come within a nautical mile of even touching me without that belly jab. Without that belly jab, your whole thing completely falls flat. I'll test that anytime you want. It's just like that one shot gifts him 3. Well, 4. So the belly shot, wait till your opponent swings and a shot, dive in for the belly shot, let them be frozen, then you can just clobber the buttons in any fashion you want, and it's beautiful. It works every time. Like I said, Wrong Side has now mastered that move. And that's not fighting. Show me one fight that ever existed in all of boxing where every time somebody threw a punch, the person would die from 5 feet away with a belly jab, and then that person was uncontrollable and would get to take 3 shots for free. That's not boxing, bro. It's a good exploit. But I guarantee you, if you ever want to fight, and let's take off the belly jab. You not allowed to belly jab, and let's see how good you can throw punches. You know as well as I know that that fight's not going to go the same way. And that is how powerful that exploit is.
It's time to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
All right, Larry Holmes. Let's see what this guy does. Watch this, Joe. While you're here, hang on. Let's see what this guy does. Let's see if he's going to do the same thing. Same thing.
And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes.
Trust me, I'll take blame plenty of shit. You know what I mean? But I just go in, field the fight. I don't come in with like a plan. Watch him. He's not going to punch. There, belly jab. Oh my God. Wait. Just wait. Okay.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heated.
Belly jab.
They've been excited, waiting for this. How they prepared.
Belly jab.
This is going to be so hard, so different.
Ghost.
Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now.
This one's not a very good one. Just give it a second.
Changes everything.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This has been a very
belly jab.
competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, the Easton assassin in some trouble here. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the rope play.
Hang on.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible.
This guy doesn't know how. He's not as good as you are. He doesn't know how to really use it yet. He's trying to learn it though. Give it a second. Let me beat this guy. Just hang on, Joe. Stick with me. Me too. And I've been the best in this game for more than 6 months. Trust me, I know. I guarantee you, you started belly jab. Did you ever see belly jabbing for the first 2 years? When did you personally start belly jabbing? Let me ask you that. How long ago? And tell me what fighter in the world is known for their amazing belly jabs.
Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He didn't take that jab well at all. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right and concentrate.
Fucking ghost punching. That's crazy.
And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? Disaster averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Ugh.
How about that time counter shot? Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
No, he is. He is. Well, this guy, that's what I've already said that. So this guy is, he's learning the jump belly jab. He's not graduated like you are. Like you've pretty much mastered it, like Wrong Side has. If I don't know if you ever watched him, go watch Wrong Side fight. He does the exact same thing as you. Exact. Devil does the same thing. Juno does the same thing. It used to be rare. But top fighters got, like, you know what I mean? Their methods come out and you see it. And like I said, it's half of all fighters now, at least. Just watch. I know this fight sucks. Give me a second. Let me get to another one.
Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart.
God bless it, dude.
Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. If you fight your fight, hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Oh my God.
That uppercut misses.
Look at him.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard.
You see what I'm saying? This guy has no fight skill. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at what he's doing.
No rest for the weary. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
I know I'm fighting whack as fuck right now, so don't worry. Just hang on. I think where it really became a big thing is after the last patch, because that belly jab was a way to clear space. And I think through the process of it, he doesn't really know what to do.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, Larry Holmes on the back foot. Down goes Larry Holmes.
I think in this game too, there's just certain fighting types that stack up against others. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, no, I'm with you. It's because I know what he's going to do. He's going to keep belly jabbing me. He's trying to catch me throwing a power shot so he can get that big spam, but he's nowhere near as good as Joe is at it.
I'll tell you what, this guy boxer tricks, he's from the UK. He and I were boxing, and his style is definitely, he definitely showed that there's still elements of styles make fights and people play how they're supposed to. Because I'm a pressure fighter, he's a boxer, and he straight up beat me on the stamina and knocking out in the 11th after playing the patient game.
So big in front of you. You've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you're prepared for. You've got to get that jab, let it ride past you, and push his own way on him.
See that unnatural, like you see where he pauses for a second. Oh, nice shot.
Just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down.
All right, hang on, hang on.
Homes in that last
Yeah,
round.
tuning will
Well,
always
this
be a
next
thing.
round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down.
No, I know, but you gotta, like, you don't, Joe. I'm meaning this in a respectful way. You're trying to defend how you're fighting, but I'm telling you, half of all fighters are either using or adopting what you have. If you want to believe me or not, that's fine. But I can guarantee you, every person in this room over the last 3 months has been hearing me bitch about how the belly jab before I even started fighting today, and every time before. It's become a serious problem in this game, and like you said, your entire boxing is based off that belly jab. You use the same method a lot of people are using. That's not because you didn't become great at fighting all of a sudden. You know what I mean? In other means, it's everything you're doing is based off that belly jab. That belly jab causes people to stun and away. You don't have to believe me. To prove it to yourself, try to fight somebody without using it and see how good you are. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I've fought so much, thousands of hours in this game, and I'm telling you, belly jabs were not a thing. They've never been a thing, ever. It's just the.
Now to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's to mental strength and preparation is how you are going to deal with this.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Incredible work rate. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could
So,
be
like,
it.
if you fight this
Tyson
much, if you
Fury,
fight as much
one
as
of the
me,
great
you just
heavyweight
see.
champions.
I just see trends of what people are doing. You know what I mean? You get used to it over time. I know. I see.
They call it the glory
You know what I mean? This guy has nothing without his belly jab.
heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
It's just.
Oh, Johnny. Tyson
He just.
Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out of this. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment.
Oh, I just ghosted the big time.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way it's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Look, it never happened.
Now he's just repeating the same gut spam that's worked for him, basically.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round.
You know, like, if I can't post it right now, but watch me fight Black. You know what I mean? You're gonna see, something that, if I go back before 90 days, this is just my opinion. It's not like what I'm saying is a fact anyway. You have your opinion too. It's just like occasionally, very rarely, I'll come across a fighter. It doesn't matter which fighter he chooses. Actually, let me back up and say this. You want to know who you want to know who's great at fighting an undisputed, without doing a name? Somebody that can grab any fighter and beat you with them. You know what I mean? Every great fighter that I've ever seen come through this game, all of them will find a way to win with every fighter. From my experience, people who constantly use the same fighter are exploiting something about that fighter. Which is why you would see 18 of 20 fights would be Deontay Wilder with the power shots. Which is why you would see before the game was released, you would always fight like 18 out of 20 fights where somebody fighting with Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder or Muhammad Ali.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful. Oh, and
See right there, like I'm stunned the whole time.
rocks. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great
Look at him,
heavyweight
just-
champions. How did they not go down?
The last
Oh my God.
This is bullshit.
Does this look like honestly, does that look like great fighting to you? He's basically spamming 3 power shots at a time and then doing like a habitual jab over and over so fast that the animation on the character doesn't pick up on it. Like, this isn't, I'm not saying you, this guy is not a great fighter. Like, he's not finding ways to pick me apart. He's just trying to use his belly jab and exploit.
Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you.
And he just stays at a distance all the time because he can bounce out. Belly jab. Spam belly shots.
Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? How did they survive that?
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Halfway through the round, and I think
Oh my shit, my fucking controller just came disconnected and I can't do anything. Oh my god.
Johnny and Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Tyson Fury just got
Power
buzzed.
uppercut to the face did
Eyes
nothing.
Don't look good. Body language is bad. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least there's the belt for round 7. His eyes look pretty clear
Here, hang on.
Johnny. How do you
I'm gonna throw in the towel. Just give him the win. Watch this. I'm gonna go to the next fighter. So 1 for 1, we got a guy basing his stuff off belly jabs, right?
And that is
I'm not saying he's near as good as you. He hasn't learned how to manipulate. I know, so like I say, I know what you're doing. I can see it and I can tell you exactly what you're doing. You're waiting for me to swing and then your belly jab in the middle of that swing, and then you can throw whatever combo you want right after that. That's not boxing. That doesn't exist in boxing. It's never existed in boxing. And in this game until the last 2 or 3 months. I promise you that's the truth. I don't think you'll ever hear anybody say otherwise, unless it's somebody that's using that system and has found a lot of wins with that system. All right, hang on. Good win, whoever that was. Let's go to the next fight. Let's see what this fighter's going to pick. Just watch. Shayna, you can exploit with using the jab. The jab is really bad in this game right now. Not just with anybody. You need one of the fast fighters. You know, if you got Ali, Larry Holmes, and Floyd Patterson, if you choose one of those 3, you can literally spam that jab and nobody can get anything through on you, and you'll rack up 20 counters per round. It's bad right now. What? What'd you do? Oh. Oh, to get the younger Ali, you'll like him. He's a really good boxer. He's faster than the old one. He goes down a little easier, but he's so much springier and poppier. He's fun. All right, this fight's not going to be that way. He's not going to belly jab at this guy. Maybe. Whoa, this connection is really bad.
Most connections are. Hopefully you didn't hear me just sneeze.
That just ghosted.
Hey Vince, I'm going to bed.
That just ghosted. Yeah. Night, brother.
Night. Miss talking to you.
Miss talking to you too, Bubby. Be good.
You too. Tell Ollie
Ghost.
and Aaron and Wolfie I said hi.
I will. Love you, Bubby. Oh.
Yeah, you too. Alright, everyone stay safe, and if I don't talk to you
That poor guy.
within the
I feel
next
bad
week,
for this
have a
dude.
good New Year's.
Yeah, you too, Bubby. You're not going to be on back before New Year's again? What is today anyway?
Depending on when school comes. Well, wait, school isn't until January, so yeah, I probably will.
So like the following Monday. Oh shit, today's the 30th, so 2 days. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, school is January 6th. But talk to you later.
Oh shit, this connection is crazy. Later, Bubby. Oh my god, that was just a bunch of not like bad on his part, but that was just like the connection is one bar. This is rough. Mirko Nariko. I just spammed everything, or I just ghosted everything. I don't know what the hell just happened there. This fight is awful. Hang on. Sorry, buddy. I know he's getting shit on as much as I am right now. This is just a rough connection. I don't think he even saw half those punches coming. Poor guy. Hate these fights. I guess him and me are both just, neither one of us want to take the loss from a connection. why everybody should be thankful for it is because it gave us a it everybody else in the world stopped making fighting games 12, 15 years ago with Fight Night Champions. That was really the last real one. uh Everybody thought the UFC was a new thing. I'm not saying UFC's uh there's anything wrong with it, but they kind of left boxing setting in the dust. And once they did that, we haven't seen one in over a decade. Undisputed is a little tiny company that they're owned by the Middle East, somebody in the Middle East, but they're ran out of the UK. I mean, they took a chance on a fighting game. It is, regardless what